Welcome to beautiful Tampere, Finland for the 2021 Nokia Open. I'm Ian Anderson. Sitting next to me is Garrett Tapken. How's it going, Garrett?
Good. What's up, everybody?
Ready to watch the beast today, man?
I'm ready. Super stoked.
Yeah, one of the best courses in the world. We have a fantastic league card for our final round. We've got Daniel Davidsson, Lauri Lehtinen, Pasi Koivu, and Joonatan Häme. Pardon the pronunciations. There are the gang getting ready to tackle the beast. No easy task. Tell us about this hole one, G.
All right. Hole one is 377 feet or 115 meters. It's a tight fairway, tight OB that pokes out from the left side to the right side near the basket. Only 3 birdies made on this hole during the final round. Par frame for the...
No, you're fine. Daniel Davidsson taking the tee. Up and coming junior player. I think he's your reigning junior Euro champion.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Conservative drive there?
Yeah, you'll probably see a lot of conservative drives on this one. Pretty windy out, and that OB near the basket comes into play.
That it does. Lauri Lehtinen takes the tee of 1. He is your 2019 champion.
Some winning experience on the card.
Yeah, always helps. Pretty conservative shot as well.
Yep. I think Pasi's got a pretty decent sidearm, so maybe he'll try and get a little closer, but still try and keep it safe away from that OB.
Yeah. And a name familiar to even our American viewers, Pasi Koivu. Been on the scene a long time now.
Yep, he's been on videos since I've been watching all the way back since, 2014, something like that.
Before I started even, I feel like, yeah. Designed 80 courses, Juha told me.
That is impressive.
I didn't know he was getting up to that.
It's cool that there's even 80 courses to be designed.
Absolutely. Joonatan Häme, also up and coming junior, starting to play open and playing really well lately.
Looks like he put a little more power into that, but more stable of a disc and comes up short and safe. Possible run, but seems like the green sloping away from the basket a little bit. So
yeah.
Conservative runs.
This is Lauri.
Just laying up from that distance.
Yep. Smart play. Daniel's second. A lot of work left here.
Yeah, it seems like he's thinking about it, or it could just be testing the wind, make sure his layup doesn't go sailing away.
Yeah. Nobody wants a long tap in the wind. Joonatan.
We have to have a little Annie putt. Again, crosswind, that's dangerous. Well done.
That was nice. And Pasi. Best chance for a bird. He would be disappointed with that effort.
Yeah, again, probably a little nervous with the wind and the slope away, but only 3 birdies on the final round, so not really losing strokes to anybody. Yeah.
Okay. To be expected. That's a tough get. That is a good par make. Pasi looking for one of those as well. Makes good nicely. And a couple of drop-ins here. Joonatan and Lauri.
No damage. Just moving on to the next one.
Yep. There are your scores. Daniel Davidsson still sitting on that 3-stroke lead over Lauri Lehtinen. Pasi and Joonatan going to try and chase him down. We are going to be looking at hole 2 here in just a second.
All right, hole 2, 331, probably about 100 meters. And this hole hasn't changed since 2005 on the Beast course. Playing a little harder this year, just lots of rollaways. You'll see pretty significant slant that you're trying to land your disc flat on.
This is one of the holes that just sticks out in my mind. I remember this one so well. It's so unique in a way.
Yep, you'll see either kind of flexy forehands, a little nose up so they land soft, or if anybody's throwing a backhand, a flip-up shot.
Lauri? Looks a little sod.
Little sod coming in softish.
Looks like a little bonus roll towards the basket.
Ooh.
Oh,
big bonus roll.
That turned into bonus to punishment. Although that's a putt you can run.
Safer putt now.
Yeah.
Very true.
Very. We'll see if he can take advantage. Pasi.
You really got to land your disc flat on these types of hills, especially when you're coming in sidearm, because the hyzers will pop up on their edge and roll down the hill.
Looks like a Sexton Firebird.
Yeah, that looks good.
A little more aggressive than the first two, but
Yep, little more turned over. Probably just a par from there.
Joonatan.
It's going kind of towards that dangerous side of the hill up there. Sticks in the long grass.
Yeah. Looks like he has a clean alley to the basket. Pasi, a little bit short, a little bit left. Putting for birdie.
Conservative run. Not bad.
Yeah. Joonatan, he's a little bit high on the hill, now coming back towards down to the basket. Pin high, though.
He might have to throw. Yeah, those are touchy. Those super downhill 10-20% power.
Yeah.
You can fluff those and even catch a roll if they hit the angle wrong.
Daniel out there in circle 2 wants no part of that, and he lays up nicely for his par. And Lauri. Chance for birdie? There we go.
I was just going to say that's the distance that you want to be able to knock down and get a stroke on your card when the opportunity presents itself.
Job done. He's got a stroke on the card as the rest of the gang drops in their pars. Oh, excuse me. Pasi still has his par comebacker. We know he was going to make it.
Yep. A little bit of a tester in that kind of 22-foot range uphill, but you should be knocking those down.
Koivu's good for those.
Yep. All right. Hole 3, we have 95 meters, 312 feet. They lost a tree in the fairway, but they moved the basket a little bit farther back and to the right to make up for that.
Gotcha. Mr. Lehtinen takes the tee of 3. Going for the turnover.
Yep. And there is a tailwind on this hole, so you'll see these guys throwing. If they're going with the backhand shot, they'll be having to throw probably a flippier disc than they're used to, or put a little more anhyzer on their normal disc.
Gotcha.
So kind of hard to get those finishing all the way to right with a tailwind with the backhand.
Pasi's going to reach for the forehand play.
Yeah, that looks good. Going to finish right towards the basket.
That looks like he made the corner. I don't see it back here.
It's because he got in the way.
I love when you guys do that. Joonatan? Ooh, I like this. Keep flipping. Oh, it's not going to, though, is it?
Yeah, no, you can see that tailwind keeping it up to flat, and even it started to fade out a little bit. It's a tough shot throwing a turnover in tailwind.
Daniel, outside bid at a 2. Oh, nice.
Yeah, good attempt. You have a fairly safe putt there with the backdrop behind the basket.
Joonatan is coming out of the woods. Oh. Sit. Sit.
Ooh.
Nah. Should be fine. Pasi, what a drive.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you notice the only sidearm, only putt.
Yep. Making moves up the board is Mr. Koivu. Nice birdie.
Oh, I take that back.
Oh, yeah, Lauri.
Birdie tapping.
Yeah, beautiful drive there. Basket just didn't come into frame on the drive. But he put it right there, and well done, Mr. Lehtinen.
Back-to-back birds.
That's right, making this a little tighter. Is it a 1-stroke lead, 2-stroke lead now?
I think it's going to be 2.
All right. Just one. He has closed the gap in a hurry.
All right, hole 4, 165 meters. It's going to be 541 feet for the American crew. This fairway has also lost a tree, but you still need a drive that goes decently far to get the birdie.
Lehtinen on the box.
Yep, that looks good. For this one, you just really want to penetrate through that gap and get up the fairway, and you'll have kind of wherever you are a somewhat tricky upshot. It's a when they get to their shots, it's a sloping left to right down to the green.
Okay. Mr. Koivu, pumping one up the hill. Not the best, not the worst.
Yeah, it's still manageable from there. It'll be a little more tricky, but on this one, wherever you are, you're still kind of scrambling to a certain degree.
You're a leader by just a stroke. Daniel Davidsson. Dude, this kid's form is awesome.
I was just going to comment on that. That was a perfect pull, just awesome looking, lots of power straight down the middle.
Joonatan. See if you can follow those vapor trails, as my friend Philo likes to say. That's a 10-4G.
Yep, also looking good. Down the fairway, didn't hit a tree. Can't really ask for more.
Beautifully done. Pasi the farthest back, but still a chance for the birdie.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty tricky turnover that you're going to have to go up over this hill and have it break down to the right and slow down enough to be near the basket. It's going to be tricky.
What do you think about that one?
Looks like he pulled off the trick.
All right. Cool. We'll see how close he got. We are looking at Lauri's second.
That looks high. Hopefully it lands soft. Ooh. Oh. It's probably pretty close.
It looked like it was nestling very nicely. Joonatan, his second. Very similar position. A couple trees to deal with. It looked like it got down there.
Yeah. Kind of lost it in the shadows, but it's probably skid up there close to the basket.
Daniel, nice wide open approach here.
Yep, farthest drive, and even still, what I was talking about earlier, it's still kind of tricky of that downhill.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of leaves on the ground. It's dirt, super skippy.
Kind of like some California hardpan right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Joonatan, a bid for the birdie. Oh, what a great bid.
Just high. I think there's a little bit of a right to left crosswind, so it might be lifting some of these putts up here on this green.
Pasi. Oh, you just saw it again.
Yep.
That hyzer putt of his exposes the plate a little more than necessary sometimes.
Yep, which if you're planning for it is great, and you can sometimes use it for farther putts or things like that, but you just have to be... Ooh. Someone's playing the wind.
They are, and we have a tie for the lead for the moment. Let's see if Daniel can snatch it back with a birdie here.
Yep, so this will be the opposite wind for him, and it'll actually push his disc down a little bit when he putts.
Compensated nicely. Pasi coming back for the par.
Yeah, no problem there.
Joonatan also looking at a par. Job done on that one. Fortunately stayed up on that shelf. It was pretty close to getting down the hill. And there are your scores through 4. Daniel, 1-stroke lead over Lauri. He is trying to chase him down. It's going to lead us into hole 5. What's our play here, Garrett?
All right, hole 5, 72 meters, 236 feet. Fairly short, but it's tricky. Again, the basket is on a hill guarded by some bushes. Probably going to see a lot of short little forehands.
That was a real short forehand.
Yeah, he's probably got another short forehand coming up.
Opportunity here for Daniel to grab a stroke on Lauri. And that looked well done.
Well done. Little anti-skip to flat, settled right by the basket.
Pasi? The forehand roller.
Oh, wow.
The crafty vet busting this. Oh, come on.
It's got to hit something. Wow.
That was sick.
Wow.
Oh, that was awesome. Color me impressed. Joonatan, he's going to the... We see another forehand roller?
I don't know. Sometimes when you see something work so well like that, it just gets in your head of like, oh, maybe I should... Do I try that? But no.
Air shot.
Go with your game plan. Oh, just
back
a little
door?
wide.
Possibly. Is that his play there?
I think he just swung it a little too far to the left.
Okay.
And just caught the square part of the hill there.
Well analyzed. Mr. Lehtinen, his second, just trying to salvage a par now. If that sticks, he's got a chance.
All right.
Joonatan out here in circle 2.
All right, just a smart layup there.
Yeah, that'll work. Daniel, looking at his second. Awesome.
Yep. Pretty standard putt. You know, I would think he walks up to that expecting to make it.
Yeah, I think so. And he will earn himself a 2, possibly 3-stroke lead, depending on the outcome of this putt. And job done.
Good pressure putt. He knows he's putting for par. Not the hardest putt in the world, but definitely a pressure situation where you need to make that putt.
Yeah.
All right,
Daniel.
Hole 6, par 4, 196 meters, 643 feet for us. Tee-pad has actually been moved back a little bit from the normal beast, as you can see right there.
Mm-hmm. I love this hole, man. You see some great backhand rollers on this.
Yep. I think this is where Ricky threw that standstill roller and fought through everything, whatever year that was.
Yeah.
Just insane.
Daniel with a good-looking pull. This might be a thrower, though.
Yeah, I was going to say cut roll. Yep.
It gets crowded. Okay. Didn't get as far down the hill as I was dreading. Mr. Koivu going to the forehand play. More conservative, but highly effective.
Yep. And when if you have a solid sidearm, you can lean on it trying to hit small gaps like this because you're always facing your target. You're not looking away from it. Easier to hit tight gaps.
Yeah. Mr. Lehtinen also reaching for the forehand.
That looks really good.
Just totally clean out into the open. Picture perfect.
Out of the forest. That was awesome.
Yeah. Most 90% of the job done there for Mr. Lehtinen. Joonatan going for the forehand as well. No backhand rollers today. Well, the thrower.
Besides the thrower.
Yeah. Little high, but that's a fighter. Ooh, too much fight in that one. I gotta imagine that's OB, right?
Yeah, I think he fought that car a little bit.
Pasi, his second shot. Another forehand roller from the crafty vet.
Looks like it got caught up on a tree.
I think you're right. And looks like Joonatan did go out of bounds. This is his third now after the OB stroke. That was fired.
Yeah, a little low, but I mean, from where he was, I'm sure the gap he was trying to hit was 5 feet tall.
Agreed. Mr. Koivu throwing 3 now. Just trying to salvage a par here. Can this get? No, that's not going to do it.
Yeah, just pulled it a little high, little Yankee on his throw. I don't know if he was trying to penetrate through something or just really focusing on giving it enough power to get there, but little nose up and into the trees.
And Daniel, cannot take advantage of the great drive. That is a really thick part of the fairway over there. Lauri, a chance to grab a stroke on Daniel now with a good approach. Look at this drive.
Possibly more if he's deep in that bush over there.
Great point. Really nice looking approach here. Oh, I got him.
The one tree.
Yep, the one he needed to beat there. Mr. Koivu throwing 4, just trying to salvage a bogey now.
All right, that should be manageable from there to tap in the bogey.
And that is Daniel in a bush throwing his 3rd.
Impressive.
That was a great out. Don't know what he was looking at. Oh, excuse me. Joonata's 4th now.
Pretty good bid for how far he was and in that bush, and Anheuser up a hill. Lots of things going on there.
You love the effort. Mr. Lehtinen looking for a birdie and a stroke on your leader, not to be there. Opportunity missed after a great drive, Garrett.
Yeah, just really the mistake was the second shot. You know, that was a pretty far putt, and you don't expect to make all of those, but would have been nice on this one.
Koivu, really nice bogey make there. Mr. Häme. Joonatan makes good.
This hole showing its teeth a little bit. Couple bogeys, couple pars, no birdies.
Yeah. That one's tough if you don't get a great drive. You're scrambling.
Yeah, just a wall of trees in front of you.
Daniel sitting on that 2-stroke lead and going to lead us into hole 7, Garrett.
All right, hole 7, 888 feet, 271 meters. This one is a par 5, so get your placement shots in the right spot. You guys will recognize this one from all the other beast rounds you've watched, so I don't really know what else to say about this one.
This drive looks a little different than it used to be, though, right?
They are missing a
pinched,
tree.
That's what it is. That corner tree is gone?
Yes, they're missing a tree.
Gotcha. So you're going to see forehand pitch-ups, second shot kind of laser beams down the fairway, and then that third is that left into the green?
Yep, yeah,
Okay.
where there's the row of trees that you have to just kind of pick your gap and go through.
This hole is so different without that tree.
It is pretty crazy. That tree hung over a lot and forced the either really wide shot or the low penetrating shot.
Yeah. But the gang is out into the fairway safely so far. Joonatan. Booming that forehand nicely. All right.
Yep, everybody opting for the forehand. OB on the left, so just throw something stable. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, do that one angle shot.
Yep.
Don't get yourself into trouble. Joonatan second on the par 5.
That looks very nice.
He put some get on this one, Garrett. Turning the spotter.
And barely safe.
Wow.
That was awesome.
He doesn't have much left after that one.
He doesn't have a lot left. He might have a kind of a weird angle at the basket because that row of trees is now kind of running the direction that he wants to throw. So he might have a slightly smaller gap than if he were more to the right.
Exactly. That one leaked right, and it leaked OB, unfortunately. Lehtinen up next. Well, this is getting a little overturned as well.
Also leaking. It's windy out there today.
It feels like we're getting a little headwind on this, and he also finds the OB. Koivu throwing 2. Forehand after watching those 2 OB shots?
I think that's smart.
Ooh. Oh, no. He made the other mistake.
The head hang. Yep.
Pasi. Now throwing 4 on the par 5.
Looks like he might be going high. Spike hyzer over everything.
This is a big pull to get there. Wow. Does it have enough, Garrett?
I hope so. I was just going to say unless it possibly lands in the tennis courts that's right there.
Got fought through those trees, over the fence, into the court.
Yeah.
Brutal. Daniel, his second shot went OB. We're watching his fourth right now. You can see the basket just to the right of the tennis courts over there. Oh.
Interesting choice with the sidearm turnover as opposed to just throwing a hyzer through their backhand, but
maybe want a little more glide, possibly. I don't know.
Maybe he could just be feeling more comfortable with that at the time. You really just need to lean on what's working for you at the time, and if his sidearm is feeling good, then that's a decision he's going to make.
And Joonatan, the only one to have his second shot stay in bounds, and throws a beaut for his third. Well done. He's getting strokes on folks here. Pasi with his, what was his 5th or 6th?
5th, I believe.
Yeah. No, that was his 6th. Ooh.
Oh, double OB.
Yeah, 2 OBs.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Mr. Lehtinen, 4 par. A great par save after the OB second shot.
Okay. Good result from a scary
mounded putt.
Yes.
Yeah, very much so.
All right, taking the bird.
Yep. Well done.
Several strokes.
Mr. Lehtinen drops in the bogey. Koivu, I want to say it's a double. Yeah. And Mr. Davidsson, what do we got here? Is a bogey? Yeah.
Yeah, so walking away with a bird on that one. That's pretty impressive, and, you know, a big shift in the game.
He passed Pasi.
Yep.
Daniel, still 2-stroke lead as we head into hole 8.
All right, hole 8, 335 feet. It's generally a fairly easy hole. Good sidearm shot. Yeah, it's slightly down the hill. Seen some aces on this one in the past.
Yeah, cool. That is a nice drive right there. Should work for a birdie look. Mr. Davidsson steps up next.
And I would bet we're going to see 2 more sidearms with how many sidearms have we seen today out of this group.
Yeah, this group does not shy away from them, do they?
No.
Looks like Mr. Lehtinen up next.
Yeah, this seems like a pretty stock shot for all these guys, and one they're probably in their head and their game plan thinking, okay, this is one that I need to get.
Koivu. Looking to bounce back from the double.
Ooh, leaves it a little short and hits a tree.
Circle's edge, a little beyond even.
Yep.
So, a chance here for Pasi to grab a bird.
So this is a big confidence putt for the rest of the round.
He's made the short ones he should make. He's not getting those bonus putts right now.
Yep. A little windy out there today.
Yep.
But
Joonatan. Oh, good make.
nice putt.
Is this a foot golf hole too, you think?
Or if you roll it in there, it counts.
There you go. There you go. Nobody plays foot golf. Can't believe there's on so many courses. It makes me so mad. Koivu. That is an unforced error. He would have taken a bogey here after he thought he might grab a stroke back. Davidsson to keep up with Lauri and maintain the 2-stroke lead. Job done.
Yeah, Pasi's going to have to really buckle down now after, you know, a double bogey and then now a bogey on one of the easiest holes on the course. It's just going to have to dig deep and really focus on the rest of the round.
Daniel Davidsson, your leader by 2 strokes, holding on to those. Mr. Lehtinen is trying to chase him down as we head into hole 9.
All right, hole 9, 131 meters, 430 feet. Tight OB lines. And this is, I mean, you guys have seen this hole. This is the big bomb down the hill with protection. So
this is a dangerous green.
Yep. Either you make the small landing area, you clip one of those trees right there. You could possibly land in the little lake thing that's near the basket. Really cool hole.
Your leader on the box, Mr. Davidsson. Man, he's got a great swing.
Yep, nice flip up. It's pretty high. Hopefully it dives down.
There is OB left, I think. Oh, it opened up.
All right.
Well done. Got a chance for 2. It's a long putt, though. Mr. Lehtinen, the man trying to chase him down. Up next. Is he going forehand? No.
Oh, nope.
Okay.
I was thinking the same thing. He tricked me too.
Yeah, he was kind of standing kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
For a backhand? Yeah. You can't hate it.
Safe, and I feel like that's going to be a common result without risking going long left OB is hitting that tree.
Oh, Koivu has grip locked this one. Hopefully it lands before the pond. That's a negative,
no.
Ghost Rider. Ooh.
You know, that's probably something in his head where he's like, just don't swing it too far right. Don't swing it too far right. And then that's the last thing your brain hears, and you swing it too far right.
Like, don't hit the tree, don't hit the tree, hit the tree.
Yep.
Yeah. Joonatan, that's a good approach. Give him a chance to save power. Lauri has a chance for birdie. grab a stroke on the leader, make this a 1-stroke deficit.
Ooh, very good run.
Had it on 2 dimensions.
Yep.
Koivu went in the pond. Now a chance to save par. That would have been a miracle make.
Really good run.
It was.
Can't really do much more from over there.
Davidsson, a chance for a 3-stroke lead with a birdie make here. Jammed it in there. Dang.
That's a statement putt.
That was fired. I love it. Joonatan, he is coming back for the par. I get like mild Nico vibes watching him get ready to putt. It's kind of like, when's it coming out?
It's like, does he know when he's ready? Do I know when he's ready?
Exactly. I feel like there's certain players where it's just, it comes out at like 23 seconds every time. Or, you know, like 13 seconds every time, you know? Some players, not like that. Davidsson, a 3-stroke lead after banging that sick putt on 9. Taking us into 10.
All right, hole 10, 170 meters. That's 558 feet. It's a blind drive shot for players. Difficult placement shot. You know, you gotta throw up and over this hill. You will see, as I was just gonna say, you might see some rollers. You could see some forehands, or some, you know, flexy kind of turnover shots.
What's it look like up there?
From there, you're gonna be throwing a kind of back down the hill shot to, again, a fairly skippy kind of fast green.
Gotcha. Look at this shot. Taking the Simon line as Joonatan. I got nothing on that.
Nope.
It's over there somewhere. We'll find out eventually. Search party activated. Lehtinen.
So
yeah, that's a good sign. Good point. That is inside, but
just clip and treat. This is kind of a cool pick your own flavor of shot type of drive. We've seen a roller, we saw a sky Annie, we saw sidearm. Pretty cool that you can choose which way you want to attack this.
Roller coming from Pasi?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Needs to get over.
Looks like it will, as long as it doesn't clip anything, but I can't really see what's on the other side of that bush there.
Lehtinen grabbed that tree about 2/3 of the way down his disc's intended flight. Now looking at his second.
This will be very impressive to be able to get up and down from here.
That kicked something, didn't it?
Yep. Hit lots of low-hanging branches on this one. Kind of why you really need to penetrate off of the tee to get up under those branches.
Yeah. Joonatan, that's a good second shot, good recovery shot. Little bit of progress, but more importantly in the middle of the fairway for his third.
Yep, and really smart just to pitch out and not try and get crazy and see how far down the fairway you can get. Just take your medicine, put yourself in a good spot, and get your par.
Look at that little touched up forehand. That was nice.
It was very nice.
Koivu was where his drive ended up. Going forehand roller second.
I think that's the third one from him.
I think you're
this
right.
round.
Oh, dang.
Kind of some weird bounces on the ground. Maybe even clipped a tree as it was coming down to the ground. Tough spot he was in.
Yeah, didn't let it flip over in the air like intended. Mr. Davidsson.
Pretty wide open shot from there.
I love that angle the roller sets you up for.
Yep.
Really smart play there. Koivu, his third.
Really cool, touchy run that came pretty close.
It really did. Lehtinen. Long birdie bid coming up.
Again, you're pretty far outside the circle. You just got to give it a chance and make sure your comeback putt is right there.
Joonatan was off the fairway after one. Can he save par? Count it.
Great putt.
That was striped. And Mr. Davidsson, that's another stroke on the card right there.
Slowly marching away with this thing.
He kind of is, isn't he? They got to start making some moves here. There is, like Juha said, tighter OB than in years past, so opportunity for stroke swings are out there. but
Yep.
he's playing really well.
And it's the beast, so
And it's
anything can happen.
Love watching this course. Such a treat.
All right. Hole 11, par 4, 178 meters, 584 feet. It's going to be a dog leg left. Yeah. Pretty much it.
That's the play. Mr. Davidsson has the box. Going to be ripping out a forehand for us. Oh, no. Ooh. First available.
Just a little over rotation. He was, if you go back and watch, he was basically facing that tree when he let go of the disc. So just maybe a misstep or turn his shoulders too much. But
This is what he was trying to do.
yep.
Beautifully done. Joonatan. He's out there. Set himself up nicely. And Mr. Lehtinen.
Yeah, the difficult part about this hole is definitely the drive. Once you get down to that area,
Around
It's
that corner, right?
around the corner, it's a fairly standard up and down. The basket is behind a tree, but you can choose to go around either side of it, and it's pretty standard.
Koivu up next with the forehand pulls. This hooks up. This looks lovely. Wow.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
That's a bonus drive right there.
Yep.
So Daniel, we saw it hit first tree available. He's sitting on a 4-stroke lead, but might be dropping at least one of those here.
Yep. And this is also a good opportunity where you just take your medicine, put yourself in a good spot to get up and down for your par.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like he is back on the fairway. You're looking at Joonatan's second. Great drive. Kind of a weird spot to be, though. See the basket through the tree there.
Should have a putt from there. Maybe have to straddle out a little bit, but could be far enough left where it's just an open look.
Lehtinen, his second. He is left-hand side of the fairway. Having to go standstill due to the tall grass.
Yep. And he also had to split those trees that he was standing by, which...
I didn't catch that, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not that they were super close together, but that's just another little thing that's in his head of like, okay, I gotta just don't hit these trees that are right in front of me.
Absolutely. Daniel, what a great drive. Can he take advantage? Not quite as much as he would like.
Yeah, he would have liked to swing it around the tree. I'm sure he's probably a little surprised that he left it that short.
And Pasi, what a fantastic pull from the tee. Looking at his second now.
That's what you want to see. Just disappear around that tree and you're golden.
Joonatan, a chance for birdie. All right.
Great putt, and you can see all the branches and stuff in the background as he was putting. The wind is whipping out there, and that was a really solid, flat, straight in the basket putt.
And Daniel, this is for par. All right, limiting the damage off that bad drive. Koivu will grab a stroke on him, though, with a beautiful approach after a beautiful drive.
Yep, starting to move back in the right direction after a couple rough holes earlier.
That is Lauri closing the gap.
Yep.
It's now 3. Still a lot of golf left to play as we head into 12, G.
All right, hole 12, par 3, 108 meters, 354 feet. This is the easiest hole on the course this round.
All right.
You can see their backhand turnovers, maybe a flip-up sidearm, but I think the turnover is the preferred shot for the hole.
It's downhill the whole way, right?
It's actually a little bit uphill, so
Is it really?
you're going across this little gap, and then the basket is up this little slope.
I always lose elevation in video, man. It's so hard.
Yeah, especially with Zoom, it just compresses everything, and yeah.
Lehtinen going to the forehand play.
That's looking good. There's shrubs and trees and stuff far to the right, but I think he stopped before he got into that stuff.
Koivu. Leaning on that Sexton Firebird again.
That looks perfect.
Yep. Well done, Pasi. All right, your leader, 3 strokes, Daniel Davidsson. Put a good smash on this one. A little overturned, but still putting. And here it is, the putt for the birdie. Needs this most likely to hold on to that 3-stroke lead.
Yep, and keep setting the pace that he's been doing this whole round. Yep.
Man, no nerves on this guy.
Or at least he's not showing them. He's very goes through his routine, very calm. No real extra movements going on. Just very straightforward.
Oh, that's a good putt from the woods. Was that Lehtinen? I believe so.
Yep.
Yeah. Joonatan with a birdie. Koivu with a birdie.
Star frame.
Star frame for your lead card. I mean, Daniel does have that. He's the junior Euro champ right now, so maybe he went through the process, as Das likes to say a lot. You go through the process, you go through these moments, you learn, you grow, and it's working for him right now. It's cool.
Yeah, you can apply, even though it's a very different situation, a different level. It's still the same process of, like you said, just maintaining a lead and focusing on your shots.
I love watching this hole, man.
I want to play it. It looks so bad.
It looks really, really fun. A lot more fun for you than me, but it looks fun. Joonatan. Ooh. Wow.
Yeah. That's going to be OB.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Lehtinen sitting 3 back. Really got to hang this one out wide. Is this wide enough, Garrett?
I kind of lost it. Oh, there it is. Ooh, that's going to be rough.
Yeah. He's found the out of bounds.
Yeah, you either need to throw something that's going to turn a little bit and still fade back, or you just need to swing it so wide and keep it low enough that OB isn't going to come into play.
Koivu. I don't like this one.
See, that did flip up a tiny bit, but still way left.
Yeah. Let's see if the Bob can take advantage of all these windsocks. Daniel Davidsson. Can he keep this one in bounds? It's a different approach, Garrett.
There we go. The flat flip up. But even still, that's leaking.
To sit?
And he's in.
Wow. That was cool golf right there.
I
like that a lot.
That was perfect adjustment of watching everybody on your card throw too high, go OB, and you just smash one low, flat. Great adjustment.
Oh, sneaks it in bounds on the 3rd there. Lehtinen also throwing 3.
Yeah, should be able to clean up from there. A little bit tricky just because it's elevated in the wind today, but that's within range.
Joonatan also had the OB drive, also throwing 3. That forehand is fired in nicely. A little short. Elevated pin, little windy. You want to drop in on this one if you can grab it.
You want to hit those hay bales and just place your disc in the basket.
Davidsson, huge advantage. The only man to stay in bounds off the tee. Can he snag a birdie and extend that lead? We'll find out.
Looks pretty good.
That's the putt you want right now.
There's the hay bale hit.
Exactly, right? They gave you a backstop. You might as well use it, right? Koivu for par.
Wow. What a putt. That's huge.
He got it dialed just in time to save a great par. Joonatan also trying to save par. The man's been putting really well.
Yeah, well done.
It looks nervous. The result's not nervous. The results are great. Lehtinen also a par save coming up.
Yeah, everybody getting up and down from their OB spots, and yeah, the lone birdie.
Your leader. Snagging another stroke on the card, pushing that lead out to 4. We got 5 left to play.
Yep. All right, hole 14, par 4, 191. This is the famous island hole. So you'll be smashing a hyzer off of the tee. You're going to pick your gap between these trees here, and you just want to put yourself in a good spot, inbounds, so you can attack the island.
Daniel is up in the air, and
That's fine.
That's the zone, right?
Yep, right there.
Here is Joonatan. We got a Halo Destroyer coming. Booming that thing nicely.
Yep, just a good solid pull on a really overstable disc, so you know it's going to be tracking towards the ground and to the left as soon as you let it go.
Joonatan and his brother Michael both over 1020 rated.
Giving the Sexton brothers a run for their money, maybe?
I think so, man. Oh, that's nice as well.
That was awesome. That got farther down there than the previous two, so he'll have a slightly shorter approach shot.
Which is key onto that island green.
Very key, and they've even lengthened the distance to the island this year a little bit. Yep.
Okay. Koivu, this was smushed up into the air. It's going to spike in here at some point. Yeah, there it is.
Ooh. Little dangerous, but it's spiked and stuck in the ground. Which
Yeah,
is
he
nice.
threw it with extreme hyzer. Koivu looking to reach the island on his second. You got a distance guess for this one?
This is, I think they're usually in like the 250, maybe.
Yeah, I buy that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe up to like 275, depending. Oh, no.
Koivu comes up just short there. Now throwing 3. So there's no extra stroke, but you just keep throwing until you make the island?
Correct, yeah.
That's mean and nice at the same time.
Yeah, because like, well, I guess I'm just going to throw again from right here.
Oh, he makes it nicely.
And he gets in there.
Daniel. A good shot here. Really key to the rest of the round. Would bode well. Oh,
Ooh.
he's going to slip at least one stroke.
Yeah, we couldn't see, but my guess is that skipped out the back of the island.
Agreed.
Looks a little shorter.
It looks too short.
Definitely was shorter.
You weren't wrong, Garrett. And we are now watching Daniel's fourth. Looking for an up and down bogey at this point.
Oh, this is slightly stressful to watch just because you know after you've missed it twice, what's going through that person's head is like, I need to make this island. Like, need.
Joonatan, his second. He's on nicely. This next shot
Just over the hay bales.
is very big for the round.
Huge.
Lehtinen, his second, can grab a couple strokes here on Davidsson with a good make and an up and down birdie.
That looks good.
I love where he aimed there, Garrett.
Yep, he threw it low enough, and there's a little bit of a crosswind there, so you could kind of see as soon as it was about halfway there, it started to get pushed down. That was a really good shot.
Yeah, aiming for the fat part of the green.
Yep.
Not getting too greedy. Koivu, can he spin one in for 4? He
Ooh.
cannot. Oh, yes.
Saved by the bell.
Saved by the bells. Joonatan, this is a birdie look. He's been jamming them in all day.
Just a little left, yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Lehtinen, big putt. This is for birdie and grab a couple strokes on the leader. Make this, a race again.
Yeah, this is a big putt.
Get it.
Ice in the veins.
He's a gamer. And here is Daniel now to putt for bogey to lose just 2 strokes to Lehtinen.
It's a pretty confident putt. Looked good.
Gathering him yourself after, having some island rattledness is impressive. It's well done. Joonatan makes his 4. That is Koivu making 5. We got some stroke swinging going on out there. That lead has shrunk. It is now just 2 with 4 to play.
Yep. All right. Hole 15, par 3, 140 meters, 459 feet. This is the downhill OB close to the basket. You've seen rollers, you've seen sidearms, you've seen like really touchy hyzers that try and stop in time.
Oh, yes, this one. Lehtinen going to the forehand play. It's the more conservative. But when you got a forehand like his, maybe not that conservative.
Yeah, forehand's definitely the safest as you're fading away from the basket. You do have to contend with those trees that are on the left side about halfway down, but definitely the safest shot.
And when you throw this back in, it's got to land just so nicely. Joonatan, that's a little overturned. Oh, maybe?
Yeah, that's what you kind of have to do if you're going to be throwing a backhand at this hole. It has to be something that's going to flip up to basically perfectly flat.
Your leader by 2 strokes, Daniel Davidsson. That's what he needed right now.
Yep. It's a risky putt, but it's not OB. He's, still putting pressure on everybody else.
Koivu. That should be fine up there.
Yep. So it sits.
Yep. Joonatan, his second.
Most likely just a layup from here.
Not an easy layup, though, either, is it?
No.
That was nicely done, though.
Yep, well done.
Lehtinen, you got to lay this up, right? There's no way.
Yeah, I don't think the reward is worth the risk because Daniel's probably not going to birdie either.
Right.
So you just got to push it to the next hole and keep going.
Koivu. Well out in circle 2. Possibly outside that even. And a beautiful layup. Davidsson.
I think he's just laying this up, but I could be wrong. Nope.
Yeah. It just made too much sense.
Yeah, smart play. You got a couple strokes. That's kind of pointless to run.
You always tell me he's got a very, very analytical game. Really thinks about his game a lot. And we saw it right there.
It shows.
Yeah. Ooh, little chain bounce back for Joonatan, but he does make good on the par. Lehtinen staring down a par. Needs this to maintain the 2-stroke deficit. He does that nicely. Koivu par drop in. Davidsson par drop in. We've got 3 left to play. That man has a 2-stroke lead.
All right, we're moving on to hole 16. This is for the European Open. This is hole 18, the big finishing hole. We're actually starting a little out of order in this for this tournament, but par 4, your first drive, narrow landing area that you have to throw a pretty powerful hyzer to get to, and then your next shot is going to be uphill to an elevated basket.
Lehtinen. What do you think?
That looks good. That should be right.
Oh,
Maybe
did
short. It could have been short and maybe never even made it back in bounds.
Gotcha. Joonatan. I mean, that might be tournament ending. Honestly, I mean,
That's
it
really
hurts
rough.
his chances a lot.
That's really rough. This is going to be OB2.
What?
Oh, man, I'm just eating my words. Back-to-back throws.
That one bubbled out on you.
I'll just let you commentate on this one.
Davidson takes the tee. A little bit of lettuce on the way out.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, me either.
Green flag.
Inbounds. Well done by your leader, Koivu.
So with Daniel landing safe, that might be the nail in the coffin.
Kind of feels like it's going to take us a big mistake from this point for Lehtinen to chase him down now.
Yep.
Speaking of Lauri, here is his third. Absolutely needs the up and down par to even think about winning this thing. And this is an aggressive line, Garrett.
This is asking a lot. You're going to have to turn it over up a hill.
Needs to start fading now. Is he in bounds?
I don't know if that... Didn't get an OB marker,
Yeah.
so it seems like he's safe, but I don't think he's... Likelihood of making that putt's pretty low.
You were almost right on Joonathan's drive. He's just a couple feet in bounds. Throwing his second now. A chance for birdie. This is a good pull.
That looks actually really good. Skips. Oh, yeah.
And he was far from the basket, too. You know, think about he faded away from the basket that entire time.
Yeah, that was a pump that flew pretty much perfectly straight the whole time.
Davidsson. A little high. I don't think this is going to reach the pin. Oh,
Ooh.
inbounds though. All right. Koivu. Just also barely inbounds.
Wow.
See the basket just left of his shoulder.
This should be pretty standard up and down from here.
This is swinging nicely.
Yep, looks great.
Yeah, well done, Mr. Koivu. Daniel, this will be his third. I would imagine just a layup for par. Doesn't need much more right now, especially with Lehtinen having the OB drive.
Yep.
And Lehtinen for par now.
No choice but to run this one. Got to give it the right height.
Oh,
Just right on line, a little low. I mean, you're pretty far away from at that point.
yeah, that was a out there in the middle of circle 2 bid on an elevated pin. Joonatan, another good putt from this guy.
Solid putting all around.
Yeah, got to be proud of that. Koivu, birdie look.
Nicely done.
That was fired into the chains. Lehtinen with a bogey at the worst time possible. Really needed a birdie there to make this thing interesting. That is a par for your leader. And we are going to be looking at, we got a 3-stroke lead now. Yep, 3-stroke lead. 2 to play. Not, out of the realm of possibility, but
Not out of the realm of possibility, but these are two pretty straightforward holes. It's going to be holes 1 and 2 of the normal European Open layout. Both par 3s. Not a ton of danger on each one. So this thing might be wrapped up.
Joonatan on the box. Triple Mando, but really should be thinking about that.
I wonder if anybody's ever missed that.
I bet they felt a lot of shame if they did. I could do it. I could do it. Give me a disc. I could do it. No problem. Koivu on the box.
And fast green on this one, pretty standard. Seems like this whole round, but hard packed ground, some leaves on the ground, so you really got to be laying your disc soft.
This looks overturned from Koivu,
Yep.
but missed quite a lot. It should have an easy par.
Yeah.
From there, your leader, 3 strokes, Daniel Davidsson.
Going with the forehand turnover.
This looks like a really slow disc.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Harper, a zone or something. That thing's beat though.
What a shot. That was awesome.
Interesting. And Lehtinen steps up next. Absolute must get birdie to entertain any chance of winning.
Yep.
He's got a chance there. I believe the basket's to the right.
Yeah, he's going to have some
40,
trees in his
50.
way.
Ooh, keep going.
Yes. It's asking a lot.
Yeah, it's not the putt he wanted there for birdie on hole 17, that's for sure. Koivu, a long bid for 2 on this down-sloping green. Smart play. Lehtinen, absolute must make here for birdie. Oh, inches from being good.
That's pretty heartbreaking. That was...
That's a lot of chains, man.
Those stick a lot of the time.
They do.
Like that was, if I'm going to be super critical, it was a little high and left, but I mean, those stick.
That's a 50-50 ball, I feel like, up there.
Yeah.
Yep. But unfortunately, it will drop out of the chains, and he will snag a par along with the rest of the gang there.
All right, hole 18, final hole. 374 feet, 114 meters. Gonna see all kinds of shots on this one. Big turnovers, a lot of sidearms if you have the power. It's pretty far, or even some backhand rollers.
Sign me up. Joonatan on the box of 18. I like this hole a lot.
Yeah.
That's nothing crazy. It's just signature out here. I don't know.
Whenever I think of the European Open, for whatever reason, the coverage, I always remember people putting on this hole.
Yeah.
From around those big pine trees or whatever
Absolutely.
trees they are.
Koivu looking to end his tournament with a birdie on 18. That's a little inside. A lot inside.
Yep. probably a fortunate tree hit that had OB written on it.
Davidsson sitting on a 3-stroke cushion.
That
Roller?
Roller play, yep.
This can go long is the mistake you'll see.
It looks like it was flipping pretty quick,
It
yeah.
looked nice. He's got a complete game.
Junior champ.
Junior Euro champ. Showing why right here. Lehtinen made a good battle of it, but needs a miracle here on 18. Nice drive, maybe a little short.
Yeah, looked pretty good though.
Okay.
Maybe a little right and short.
Koivu, his second after the fortunate tree kick. Ooh.
Well, that didn't skip too much.
And that's a winner tap in right there
Yep.
from Daniel, taking no time. Joonatan, a birdie look. Koivu must be close.
Oh, man.
Dang, that was nasty.
And that's how you end your tournament. It's a bummer. That was a good putt. Should have stuck.
Hopefully it didn't cost him any euros. Koivu. Is this his third? The approach. Wow, headwind lift right there.
Yep, right out of his hand. You just saw nose up. Started lifting.
Tailwind putt now. Ooh.
Well, that
Like
one
we were just
that
talking
stuck.
about.
That stuck. All right.
Yep. That one looked less likely to stick than the others, if I'm being
Yeah.
honest. Lehtinen, just a little short right, putting for birdie to end his tournament. Good morale boost, if nothing else.
Yeah, it always feels good to, no matter what place you come in, finish with a birdie.
And
Tell
your,
yourself you can do it.
your 2021 Nokia Open champion, Daniel Davidsson. Congrats, man. What a performance by this guy.
Well done, Daniel.
Earned it. Looked great the whole way through. Just so solid.
Yeah, looked very in control the whole time. You could tell he had a game plan, stuck to it, made smart decisions, and took home the win.
Congrats. Oh, huge thanks to all our sponsors making this coverage possible. Prodiscus, Juha Alkiamaki making this beautiful video for his channel, lcgm8. There, all the fans over there, man. Disc golf's a little different over.
Yeah, I
Finland.
really want to go over there and experience it, not via video.
Yeah, one day we'll do it.
Yep.
We'll do it.
Iso kiitos meidän avustajille ja pelaajille ja yleisölle. Enää on avoimen sarjan palkintojen jako jäljellä ja palkitaan pokaalein 3 kärki, jossa kolmantena tuloksella 178 heittoa Joonatan Häme.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next one.
Tänään toiseksi tuli heittomäärällä 173 Lauri Lehtinen. Onneksi olkoon. Hieno kausi. Nokia Open 2021 voittaja tuloksella 171 heittoa. Hallitseva Euroopan mestari juniorisarjassa Daniel Davidsson. Onneksi olkoon lopetuskaudelle.
Ei sitä vielä mennään.
No niin. Hei, kiitos pelaajille.
Pidetäänkö? Milloin saa aloittaa?
Saa pitää puheen, kyllä. Kiitos.
Joo. Kiitos ensinnäkin kaikille, jotka on tullut tänne kattoon. Että se on aina niin paljon mukavampaa, kun on yleisöllä seuraamassa peliä. Ja sitten tietenkin kuvaajille, Juhalle ja sitten Aamulehden live-tyypeille. Ne taisi lähteä, mutta ei siinä sitten kiitos tietenkin kanssakilpailijoille. Oli tosi tiukka taistelu, niin koko viikonloppuna just sai Laurin kanssa pelata joka kierroksella. Niin oli kyllä mukavaa. Ja sitten tietenkin omalle sponsorille, niin Innovalle. Ja kiitos.
Daniel, hieno viikonloppu, hieno voitto. Summatko hieman finaalikierrosta?
Joo, kiitos. Että vois sillä lailla ehkä summata tuon vikan kierroksen, että se oli onnistunut, että lähdettiin johdosta ja johto pystyttiin säilyttämään, niin se oli tavallaan ainoa mikä oli mielessä, että hoidetaan tää homma kotiin. Ja sitten kanssa niin putti oli tosi hyvä niin kuin toka ja kolmas kierros, että niillä tää ratkaisi tää kisa.